local real estate agent. I was giving you a call in regards.
Dude, you're about the second guy that's called me in 5 minutes, man. It's 6:30 in the morning.
Okay, perfect. Then hopefully I'll be the last one, sir. I'm just.
Oh man, you guys, this is exactly what happens. Think about when you're on the flip side of receiving a cold call. Hi, this is Vikram with the local ABC insurance company. You immediately, even if you need insurance, you immediately go what? So he's immediately deflating this prospect.
Oh, I may have a wrong number.
Look at how unbothered she is by what that woman said to her.
But we have the same first name. He has to work.
He has to work with me. Who's it about? Let's see what happens. Hey, welcome back. Vikram Deol here. You guys, I sold over $150 million in expired listings, FSBOs, properties that other people just couldn't sell. And here's the thing. Cold calling is hard. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not meant for everybody, right? But we're always cold calling people. Even an inbound lead that you buy from Zillow or you bought from Realtor. Even my buddies over at Sheridan Street who do lead generation, right? They're running YouTube ads where the people are booking an appointment. You still have to call somebody that's a warmer lead, but you don't know them. It's still technically a cold call. The reason why some people struggle at cold calls and others don't is some of us are taught how to work with human psychology and some of us are taught how to work against human psychology. Saying you're the number one agent, calling and laughing and talking about me. I do this, I do that. I have these buyers, right? Listen to what your prospects are saying, right? If they're saying something like, oh, I only want you to come over if you have a buyer with you. They're saying other people have told us they have buyers and they came over empty-handed and they came over with the listing presentation. So just ask, hey man, like I can bring my buyer. And if you don't have a buyer, then you're a liar. So don't call buyers liars when you're the liar, right? Like be real. But hey, like I was curious, is there any particular reason why you want me to bring the buyer with me? Well, yeah, because other agents have done, okay, great. So I can definitely do that. Why don't we do that? And if you truly have a buyer, why don't we do this? Would you be able to walk me through your house on like FaceTime? And so I can take a look at it a little bit later on today. And then, or maybe just send me a video so I can send it to my client. Before I send it to my client though, I'm going to need an agreement signed by you that actually says that you're going to pay me a commission for the buyer. Because I'm not going to just bring my buyer to your home randomly, because just like you've been burnt, I've actually been burnt in the past too. So if we're cool with that, then we can put a deal together possibly. Oh yeah, absolutely. Right. So you guys, I'm going to show you in this video some examples of some really tough calls, right? Not because the people weren't willing to talk. It's because the things that the people were saying were making the people unwilling to talk. If you like this content, subscribe. If you want to join me for live trainings every week, join me inside the Real Estate Sales Dojo on Facebook. I go live there 1 to 2 times a week and I share our frameworks right out of our portal, like right out of what our top clients are doing for free. And if you want to join me, right, and you want to actually get more in-depth, right, like more training specifically for you, just click the link below and book in a time on my calendar and we can jam about what could be some possible steps for you to fill the hidden gaps in your business. All right, y'all, let's get into it.
Hello? Hey, I'm Raj Dillon. I was that realtor that was talking to you on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, okay. Can I? Actually, I'm driving right now.
Can I make it a really quick call? It's regarding that 5%.
Okay, so there's certain things that we do when we open up conversations that kills our status, right? So this guy, first off, he's like, there was no curiosity. The guy instantly got triggered, right? Even though the guy wanted information about what this guy had to offer, the prospect immediately got triggered and he was immediately put into sales resistance, right? So instead of saying, hey, it's just that realtor, right? Like that's not an enticing story. So ring, ring. Hey, John. Yeah. Hey, John, it's just that Vikram Deol here. I was wondering if you could help me out for a moment. Yeah. What's up, man? Hey, yeah. We had chatted a little bit on the Facebook Marketplace about you possibly looking at these properties that had the 5% down payment. Does that ring a bell? You guys we're leading in with curiosity, We're setting a status frame. We're not saying that we're like everybody else. Hey, I'm just calling because I'm the local real estate agent. Instant triggered versus curiosity opening prospects up. Which conversation would you rather have? One where you're chasing or one where the prospect's opening?
Calling to get some information on a vehicle I saw on the website.
Sure, what vehicle is it?
2021 Chevy Colorado.
Wait, hold on. The guy didn't even ask what the guy's name was. That's crazy.
Come on, Brian, get my name. For the love of Jesus.
Yes, I have that one, so here.
Okay, good. What is your best price?
Yeah, pretty much our online prices are pretty much the bottom number for those units.
Please ask the next question of, hey man, I was curious, like, what are you driving? I was curious, like, please ask a question. Please don't go into pricing. Brian, please, please, please.
Okay, so are you saying I can't get a better deal?
Yeah, it's pretty much a flat deal.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Well, I'll keep looking around. I appreciate you.
Oh man, you guys, this is exactly what happens, right? You get a call from a buyer and the buyer starts talking about commissions or they start talking about the house. And instead of slowing the conversation down and be like, hey, so I was curious, like, I was just, as I'm pulling some information up here, I was just curious, like, what was it about this home that caught your interest, or what's it about 4-bedroom, 3-bath houses in the Clyde Hill area of Bellevue? Like, what is it about that home in that area that's really kind of grabbing your attention now, though, right? Instead of going into salesperson mode, I mean, this guy didn't even get the lead. He didn't get the name. He didn't get the phone number. He didn't get the email address. He didn't get when is anything. He didn't get any, like, he didn't even ask basic standard questions. You guys, there are so many opportunities that we lose because we don't ask good questions.
Scientifically proven that if you get somebody else talking about themselves, they
Right.
automatically like you more. So what am I going to do with that information? I'm going to ask them questions and I'm going to try to get them talking as quickly as possible because
Okay.
you all know it. When you pick up the phone and automatically someone just starts blabbering on about themselves and how good they are and what their company does and how accomplished they are.
Guys, this is great advice, right? When we are on a sales call, instead of talking about you, hey, I just sold this house. Hey, I have this. I have a client. I have a buyer. Me, I. If you slow that down and you say, hey, I was curious. It looks like you put your home for sale a couple of months ago. Yeah, man, I was just curious. Like, are you getting a lot of calls from agents that tell you that they have a buyer? Oh my God, yes. Yeah, do they even want to come over to your home pretending like they have a buyer? And then they're going to, right? And they're like, oh yeah. Hey, can I share a secret with you? Yeah. Well, real quick, before I share the secret with you though, I was wondering, like, why'd you guys even decide to put your house up on the market? I mean, you're in a pretty good part of town and now they're going to share a little bit of stuff with you, right? Because you're being more playful. You're being more fun. You're telling them the things that they already know. The only people that call a FSBO are real estate agents that say they have a buyer. And then the realtor comes over with a listing presentation and no buyer. And the prospect's like, this isn't what we signed up for, right? So you play around with them. You ask them, get them to answer a couple questions. Oh, nice. Awesome. Hey, and like, tell me a little bit about the property, like when you originally bought it, like what made you guys buy this particular neighborhood, this particular house? Like, was it the street? Was it the schools, like proximity to like a job? Like, what was it about the home? And they're going to start opening up because your tonality is opening and welcoming. And then you go, hey, I promise I'd share a secret with you, right? Yeah. Did those buyers agents come over without buyers and listing presentation? Oh my God, those scumbags. Right. You guys, I've sold hundreds of millions of dollars in expires and FSBOs. This is exactly what happens. And now you're in like Flynn with them. It's like, hey man, I might have a buyer that comes into my database, but like, I'm actually not calling with the buyer script. Right? I'm actually calling to connect with other humans. Have any of those agents actually sat down with you to share like the 3 best strategies that you can utilize today, right? Like today to get your home sold without an agent? Well, no, I know I called you out of the blue, but would it be helpful if I could share some of those strategies that, people are utilizing in the marketplace to actually get their home sold? Oh yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. Hey man, and what do you want out of it? Hey, I just want the opportunity that if your house doesn't sell and you guys actually do need to sell your home, that you give me a call, right? But hopefully with these strategies, I'm going to leave you 5 or 6. I'll go into depth with 2 or 3 of them just for time's sake. But I'll leave you 5 or 6. And then if you decide like you need help later on, great. And if you get an offer and you need somebody to vet it with, like, I'll be honest with you. Really? Yeah, man. You guys, it's that easy to connect with people, right? You got to have a couple of questions, a couple of frameworks, listen, be human, disarm the prospect, win.
No, this is
All right.
Oh,
Let's
I
go. What
may have
happens
a
here?
wrong number. Do you,
Okay. So she immediately goes to, I might have a wrong number, right? Look at how, like, she's actually scratching her face right now. Like, look at how unbothered she is by what that woman said to her.
this is Stephanie, by the way. Do you by chance own?
Well, oh, this is just Stephanie, by the way, right? Super chill, super calm. Listen to her tone, listen to her pace and her delivery. She never goes into, I'm a real estate agent.
Some land out on?
Yes, we do, ma'am. I'm his wife.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Smiles, right? Look at the facial expression. She smiles. She's leaning in, right? You guys, our body controls our tonality. Like, so this is super good so far. Like, I'm not angry at any of this.
Partner was out that way last week and he saw it over there and we were just curious if you guys ever thought about selling that piece.
Yes.
We're just curious. The reason I'm calling, right? Instead of saying the reason I'm calling, she says, my partner was in the area. We saw some property. We saw that land. And I was just curious. Have you ever had any like thoughts? She's immediately says, yes, her resistance is low. She's not triggered, right? She doesn't know she's a realtor. She doesn't know she's an investor. She doesn't know she's a land flipper. She doesn't know if she's a builder, right? She has no idea, but her resistance is low. And so she goes, yes, we did.
Hey, let me put my husband on the phone, okay? As a matter of fact, it is up for sale.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
So she immediately goes, grabs the husband who knows more information about the property, and boom, we're off to the races. Like, I would give that opener, I don't know what the rest of the call is, but I would give that a solid score because she had great tone, super good pace, right? You guys, we don't have to be super scripted on these calls. Ring, ring. Hi, I'm calling because I want to sell your house. Like, give me a commission check. Nobody wants that in 2024. So good job to this person on the phone. I'm going to give that a high score.
I'm a local real estate agent. I was giving you a call in regards.
Dude, you're about sick of guys call me in 5 minutes, man. It's
Oh.
6:30 in the morning. I got
Oh, okay, perfect. Then hopefully I'll be the last one, sir. I'm just.
Okay, pause. You guys, when you're cold calling somebody, right? Think about when you're on the flip side of receiving a cold call. Ring, ring. Hi, this is Vikram with the local ABC insurance company. You immediately, even if you need insurance, you immediately go what? Right? So he's immediately deflating this prospect, right? Let's see what happens.
I was giving you a call in regards.
Dude, you're about sick of guys call me in 5 minutes, man. It's
Oh.
6:30 in the morning. I got
Oh,
Oh, you're the like seventh guy that's called me in 5 days. Be playful here. Oh, really, man? Like, oh, dude, I apologize. My colleagues are like flies on, ambulance chasers, right? Have some funny things to say to people. Because if you don't have something funny, this guy's pissed on the phone right now.
okay, perfect. Then hopefully I'll be the last.
Oh, okay, perfect. Why is that perfect that you're the second guy to call? You guys, we say things like perfect, that makes sense. It doesn't make sense. It's not perfect. Like, why is that perfect? It logically doesn't make sense inside of the prospect's minds. If your things you say don't logically make sense, it's a red flag, right? Just like dating. If it doesn't logically make sense, red flag.
Last one, sir. I'm just.
Hopefully I'm the last, right? It's all about me. Hey, I'm from XYZ company. Hey, I'm this. Hey, I'm that. Hey, I'll be the last one, hopefully, right? You have to disarm. Write this framework down. DHIS. Disarm, humanize and isolate, solve, right? This prospect, we cannot isolate their problem. We cannot humanize because they are still so aggressively armed. All right, so I'm going to give this opening to the call probably a 0, and so did the prospect because I think the dude got hung up on. And
He hung up. I'm calling him back.
and now, oh God, he's going to call him back. Let's see what happens.
This guy's gonna go erupt, but we have the same first name. He has to work with me.
He has to work with me. Right? Who's it about? It's about this dude.
Did we get disconnected?
Did
Or
I just tell you I got goddamn people sleeping in my house, motherfucker?
Anthony, I take full responsibility. I take full responsibility for you hanging up.
Yeah, you guys, this isn't funny. This isn't funny. This behavior isn't funny. You completely disregard what the person says. This isn't confident. This is arrogant. This isn't funny. This is exactly why you don't cold call. It's because you're trained to say things that irritate people, and then you get beat up for it. Like, it's not funny. It's sad. And it's why salespeople get bad reps. I mean,
Anthony?
again, please don't do this. It's one thing to call somebody, a second time, and it's another thing to call somebody that's told you that they have family sleeping. There's arrogance, and then there's stuff that like, oh, hey, I apologize, like, right? But this guy is just arrogant out of the gate. I bet you if you looked him up, you'd find that he's done 4 sales in the last 12 months because his approach just isn't working. And it's funny for TikTok and Instagram, but in real life, like, that's not really funny. And that's how people get reported to the MLS boards. If you like this content, subscribe. If you want to join me for live trainings every week, join me inside the Real Estate Sales Dojo on Facebook. I go live there 1 to 2 times a week, and I share our frameworks right out of our portal, like right out of what our top clients are doing for free. And if you want to join me, right, and you want to actually get more in-depth training specifically for you, just click the link below and book in a time on my calendar, and we can jam about like what could be some possible steps for you to fill the hidden gaps in your business. All right, y'all, I'll see you soon.